They were just filming the ocean, but what they captured on camera has shaken the internet. From strange figures caught crossing roads, to creatures that look like they shouldn't exist. These are not myths. These are not stories. These are real videos, filmed by real people, that no one has been able to explain, and we've ranked them from the strangest to the most terrifying. Number 10. We begin this list with a clip that's not exactly terrifying, but definitely strange. In the video, a dog is seen sprinting across a body of water, literally running over the surface without sinking. There's no visible structure beneath it, no sign of shallow areas, and no tricks that explain what's happening. People nearby seem shocked but silent, unsure of what they're witnessing. The dog moves confidently, almost casually, like walking on water is completely normal. Some have suggested it might be an optical illusion or a partially submerged surface. Others think it's just a well-edited fake. But even skeptics admit, the movement is too fluid, too real. It's not horrifying, but it's the kind of footage that makes you pause, rewind, and stare. It earns the 10th spot because it's bizarre, but not enough to give you nightmares. Number 9. Continuing with the 9th spot, we find a video that's more strange than scary, but still deeply unsettling. In a water park, a family records what seems like a regular day. But when a little girl walks past the camera, something looks off. She appears to have 4 legs. The clip is short, but the illusion is striking. It could be a camera glitch, a visual overlap with someone behind her, or even a medical condition. But the way the extra limbs move in sync with hers makes it hard to dismiss. There's no reaction from anyone around, which makes the moment feel even more real and more bizarre. Number 8. In this next clip, we move into even more unsettling territory. A group of young women is walking along a quiet shoreline when they come across something unusual resting on the rocks. A strange object that looks like a coral formation, or perhaps a smooth, weathered stone. Out of curiosity, one of them reaches out to touch it, and that's when it moves. The surface begins to shift, subtly at first. A ripple here, a pulse there, then it twitches. Not like a reflex, but like something reacting to contact. What was once just a rock now shows unmistakable signs of life. The footage dates back to 2008, but only recently went viral. Since then, experts and biologists have tried to analyze it, but no official explanation has been offered. Some say it's a sea creature never seen before. Others think it might be an elaborate hoax using animatronics or practical effects. What makes the video so eerie is how natural the reaction seems. It doesn't feel like a performance. It feels like something that was alive and didn't want to be disturbed. Number 7. At number 7, we have a video that sparked intense debate online. 2 men appear to be standing on a cliff, looking down toward the ocean. Below them, resting on a large rock, there seems to be a creature with a human-like shape. What many believe is a mermaid. The figure is visible on camera, sitting still atop the rock. Its form is unusual, and the setting adds to the mystery. The clip is short, but it's clear enough to make people wonder, is this just a person or something else? There's no indication of how the creature got there or what happened next. The video simply shows the moment, and that's what makes it so captivating. It earns this spot because the image is simple, but impossible to ignore. And some viewers believe what happens after the clip is even more disturbing. Now at number 6, things get a bit more intense, especially for anyone afraid of deep water. In this video, a man is filming calmly near the surface of a body of water. Everything seems peaceful until something massive begins to move beneath him. A dark shape emerges under the waves, coming closer, fast. The camera shakes as the water suddenly erupts in violent splashing. You never get a clear look at the creature, but it's big. Bigger than anything that should be swimming that close to shore. Some say it could be a whale or a large fish, but there's something off about the way it moves. Too abrupt, too direct. And the timing of the splash, just as it nears the person filming, feels like more than coincidence. There's no scream, no commentary, just raw, chaotic footage of something coming out of nowhere. It ends as fast as it begins. This one takes the 6th spot because whatever's in that water, it's fast, it's huge, and it got way too close. We've seen strange figures, creatures caught sitting on rocks, and things moving beneath the surface of the ocean. But from this point on, the list gets darker, more disturbing, and harder to explain. Let's get into the top 5. Number 5. At number 5, we head to the empty streets of Paris and catch something that doesn't feel entirely human. It's nighttime. A figure is seen walking down a road, but something's immediately wrong. The body moves like a person, but its proportions are off. The head is missing, or perhaps lowered out of sight. The shape is human, yet unnatural. There's no one else around, no lights, no traffic. Just this one figure, walking slowly, eerily, with no clear destination. Some viewers say it might just be a person filmed at a strange angle. Others are convinced it's something paranormal. What fuels the fear is the stillness of the moment. There's no chaos, no rush, just something not quite right moving through a very real place. It's the kind of video that doesn't need jump scares. It just lingers in your head. It earns its place in the top 5 for how calmly disturbing it is. The more you watch, the less human it feels. Number 4. For number 4, we move to a lonely road deep in the woods, and a figure that made drivers question reality. The video shows a vehicle approaching a dark forest road at night. Up ahead, a hunched figure slowly crosses the path. It doesn't run. It doesn't react. It simply walks, then stops, and turns to face the car. Its posture is strange, almost like it's dragging something invisible. Its movements are slow, but intentional. Some have called it a witch. Others believe it could be a sick person, or even someone under the influence. But the way it pauses to stare at the car, not fleeing, not threatening, just watching, is what makes the moment so chilling. As the headlights hit it, the shape becomes even harder to explain. There's no backstory, no context, just one of those raw, unexplained moments caught on camera that seems too strange to stage. This one ranks so high because it feels real, and that's exactly what makes it so hard to forget. Number 3. At number 3, we dive deep underwater and find something that shouldn't be there. A remotely operated vehicle, ROV, is exploring the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea when it captures something massive on camera, the remains of a creature, or something that once was. What we see is a long, curved spine, impossibly long, bone after bone, perfectly aligned, stretching across the seafloor. It doesn't match any known marine animal. There are no fins, no skull, no shell, just a serpentine spine disappearing into the darkness. The footage was shared by a cryptozoologist, which of course sparked debate. Some believe it could be the decayed skeleton of a giant eel or whale. Others are convinced it's the proof of something never classified by science. There's no movement, no threat. But the size and silence of the scene is overwhelming. It reminds us that most of the ocean floor is still unexplored, and we have no idea what's really down there. This one earns the 3rd spot simply because of its scale, and the terrifying possibility that it once was alive. Number 2. At number 2, we find one of the most disturbing creatures ever captured near water. During what seems to be a casual group excursion, a camera records something lurking in a small pond. At first, it's hard to see, then it becomes unmistakable. There, in the water, is a creature covered in thick black fur. Its face is unlike anything you'd expect, pale, distorted, almost human, with two large glowing eyes staring directly at the camera. It doesn't move aggressively. In fact, it seems calm, almost comfortable in the water. But the image is so unnatural that even without sound or motion, it's deeply unsettling. Some believe it could be a person in a costume. Others say it resembles a werewolf or some type of swamp beast. Whatever it is, it doesn't belong there. And yet, it doesn't seem to be hiding either. There's no jump scare, no special effects, just a figure that looks straight at you and doesn't blink. It's near the top of the list because of how raw and real it looks, and the way it forces you to keep watching. Number 1. And finally, the most disturbing video on this list. It starts with a man cleaning his backyard pool. Everything seems normal, until his body suddenly begins to twist in unnatural ways. He stumbles, convulses, and collapses to the ground. Moments later, a woman, likely his wife, appears. She sees him in that state, clearly panicked, and quickly runs off to get help. The camera keeps recording. Then comes the most unsettling part. Alone on the ground, the man begins to crawl, but not in a normal way. He moves as if swimming over the concrete, dragging himself with slow, jerky motions that defy logic. His body appears disconnected, like something else has taken control. Some believe he was having a seizure, others claim it was a possession. There's no context, no follow-up, just a raw clip of a man behaving in a way that feels completely unnatural. There are no edits, no effects, just one of the most uncomfortable moments ever captured by a security camera. It takes the number 1 spot because it doesn't look staged, it looks real, and that's what makes it terrifying.